Hey guys, it's day 4 of the Booktube-a-thon. I know I missed yesterday, but I just really didn't feel like recording yesterday, and I wasn't going to do the video challenge for yesterday, so I didn't really see a point of recording. It's currently 12:16. I woke up at 11:30. I've had breakfast, and that's pretty much it. I haven't done any reading today. I'm going to start off by doing today's video challenge, then I'll give you guys an update on the reading I did yesterday and what I plan to get done today. Today's video challenge was to make a bookshelf. So I'm going to be making a bookshelf out of books. Well, that was my bookshelf. If I had had a lot more longer books, I would have made longer shelves. I would have had, you know, the shelves as they are now, but then I'd had a second book like in the middle and another shelf going off. But I don't really have very long books. And the long books I do have are kind of really heavy and they would not be able to stay up. I didn't really do a lot yesterday. I worked out for like 20 minutes on the elliptical, which felt like an hour's worth of a workout. Then I took a 2-hour-long bath, which actually felt very good, and I want to do that again today. And I started reading The Love Interest, which is the book I chose for the Booktube-a-thon to read while wearing the same hat. And I'm not a real big hat person, so this is a really aggravating challenge, because no matter what way I sit this on my head, it's just, it aggravates me. It actually aggravates me less sitting like this. But yeah, The Love Interest hasn't been what I was expecting. And, you know, thinking about it, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting what I'm getting. And this organization, the LCI, really horrible, and I hope that no program or organization like this actually exists in real life. It makes me want to redo my top 5 corrupt or evil organizations video and include this one. It's evil in a very pretty much solely manipulative way. I mean, it's all about secrets and everything. What they do to you if you fail to just make someone fall in love with you is so sick. And I hate it. I've only read the first part. This book is split into 3 parts. I read part 1, which is called The Love Interest, which is like 130 pages. It's 130 pages. And then I'm about ready to start part 2, which is The Antagonist. I'm really very anxious to find out how Dill and Caden, our main characters, get themselves out of the situation they're in. Because, I mean, they're the main characters. They're obviously going to get themselves out of this situation, right? They have to. Because there's no way that either one of them, feeling what they feel, could get with, marry this girl. Well, actually they could. It's life or death situation. But you don't expect a book to turn out that way. You just expect the main characters to have their happily ever after and for them not to die. Unless it's an Adam Silvera book, and then, you know, all reason is thrown out the door. But hopefully this will not be like an Adam Silvera book, and Caden and Dylan will have a very happy ending, and they'll be together, and Juliet can be like their best friend. I don't know. I like Juliet, but I want these two together, and I want them not to die. Please don't let them die. So my plans for today is just to finish part 2. And part 2, I'm pretty sure, is the longest part. Yeah. part 2, this is the entirety of part 2. And then part 3 is like smaller than part 1. So I'm on page 130, what page am I on? I'm on page 133, and part 2 ends on 287. So that's what, like 154 pages? I'm not 100% sure on that math. Probably wrong. But that doesn't sound like a lot, since the first couple days of the Booktube-a-thon, I read like 2 books a piece. Like, I was pushing 500 pages, I think, both days. But this book is a lot more intense than those books. Harry Potter, I knew what was going to happen. And the other 2 were technically happy contemporaries. I knew they were going to end happily. And Prince of Tennis was a manga. It took me all of like 2 hours to read that, if that. I had to check my math, and it is 154 pages. But yeah, my plans for today are just to finish part 2 of the love interest, and then Friday I'll try to finish part 3 and start another book. We'll see how that turns out. Technically, I've already read 4 books for the Booktube-a-thon, so I just need to read 3 more, which is, this completes one of the challenges. Then I have one more challenge to complete, and then it's just, you know, read 7 books. Which, if I don't have the time to read a full book, I may just read a manga to complete that read 7 book challenge. But I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so day-wise, the only thing that has actually happened apart from the last few days of the Booktube-a-thon is the fact that I was on my elliptical today, and the piece that was holding the bars together kind of came apart, so that has to be fixed now. On a happier note, I was able to finish part 2 of the love interest. Now I'm on part 3, the protagonist, and I was just planning on reading part 2. There's only 83 pages left. I was going to save them for tomorrow and then hop into a new book, and I really just can't, because even though some of the dialogue is kind of cringy, especially between Caden and Juliet, I mean, I also have to keep in mind that the majority of these conversations are scripted, and what's not scripted is kind of forced, because they're having to, their entire being is a lie, essentially. So, you know, a lot of this is going to sound forced and cringy and stuff, and in all honesty, I don't really care for Juliet when it comes to the whole romance thing. Otherwise, I love her character. It's just romance-wise, it's like, no. And something else that bothered me was on page 275. The relationship could have been confirmed like right then and there without one of the love interests embarrassing themselves literally to death. Juliet just kind of just brushed it off. It's like, can we pause and just like save this conversation for later? And it's like, no. It's like, you want this relationship. Don't put off saying yes or no. I mean, very, very frustrating. But I am going to end this vlog here. I can't really call this a vlog. It's more like just a update, because I suck at vlogging this Booktube-a-thon. I'm just really being lazy. And I have to do some things tomorrow, and it's the 127 yard sale. So I may vlog tomorrow, actual vlog, but I don't know. It all depends on what all happens. But for now, I'm going to spend the rest of the night probably finishing the last 83 pages of the love interest, and hopefully I can get that done within like the next few hours, because it's 8:30 right now, and I really just want to finish reading this and then continue watching Prince of Tennis, which I'm pretty far on the episodes. I'm on episode 101 of Prince of Tennis, and there's only like 178 episodes. So hopefully I can finish this and then watch hopefully like another good 30 episodes before I go to bed tonight. So far, it's been a really successful Booktube-a-thon. I hope you guys are having just as much success as I am, and hopefully I can keep it up for the rest of the week. But with that, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 5 of the Booktube-a-thon.